Hello guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to Gold School. Welcome back to yet another live watch along here on the channel. In this one, we've got Watford and Southampton showdown for the opening matches of these two seasons. Watford, of course, with the back end of last season was a disappointing end, and Southampton, of course, with all the Spygate stuff. But they look to put that behind them, and for a new campaign now, it's a new season, a new challenge, but with the same manager and relatively same group of players. Right, we're going to run you through the start 11s for both of these sides for the new season, of course. Right, we're going to begin. Which one I got displaying? Watford. We've got a lot of new faces in this Watford lineup, and we begin with a goalkeeper, Ravaglia. Hopefully, I'm going to pronounce these correct. 26-year-old Italian goalkeeper making his Watford debut in this one. And then his back four in front of him, Traore from Germany, 28-year-old. I think he's new as well. Pollock captain the side with Kebun. These two have been there before. And Bola at left back. Into midfield, Kiprianu and Bove in midfield. Imran Loser has announced to the club that he wants to leave. He said to the new Watford manager on Friday. I have no idea, but I just was listening to Sky just before this one started. Bravo in the attacking midfield position. Marma on the right. Nabazida on the left. He looks new as well. And Doumbia up top. A lot of new names to look forward to in this Watford side. For Southampton, then we've got Peretz in goal. He's back on a permanent. James Bree, Harwood Bellis, subject to a lot of transfer interest during the window so far, but he is still a Southampton player. Come the opening day, Jack Stevens and Ryan Manning complete the back four. Flynn Downs and Bragg are in midfield. Of course, they have lost Shea Charles from that midfield in Southampton there. Matsuki in the 10. Dobbin and Cienza provide the width, and Carl Larin up top. They've still got Tonder Eckert. Make of that what you will. Shady has been sacked and started fresh. It's all up for debate, but it's a new season now and a clean slate. Also, welcome in Tom. How are we doing, mate? Good to have you in here. Let us know, guys, your score predictions for this one between Watford and Southampton. For me, I've gone with an away win, 3-0 to the Saints in this one. And welcome in David. How are you doing, mate? Congratulations on the win. Oh, brilliant win for Swans yesterday. And, you know, Stoke, we never do well away at Stoke. So great win yesterday. And yeah, I did say as well, I predicted both Swans and Bolton to get a 2-1 win. It happened. It was a pretty good day of predictions yesterday. And I got Portsmouth 3-1 defeat against QPR. So that wasn't too bad a day yesterday in the predictions. Well done to Bolton as well. Great to have them back in the Championship. Right then, we are almost ready for kick-off here. But both sides, just before we get underway, meet at the halfway line for either a minute's silence or a minute applause to remember someone. We'll wait and see. But yeah, let me know score predictions in the chat. 2-0 says David. Yeah, of course, a new manager to look forward to as well. And Alicio Di Soni, the Italian, comes across for Watford. Another new manager for another new season. What's new? But some really interesting results. Oh, they do it for Kenny Jackett, of course. Yeah, Watford born and bred manager, and he managed a lot of clubs in England. Really sad news this summer. Kevin Keegan has also been remembered, as well as Kenny Jackett. And they've got a nice banner behind the goal as well, which says Kenny with a few photos. That's a really nice touch there from Watford, to be fair to them. And there's going to be a minute's silence to remember one of Watford's greats and one of English football's greats as well. A round of applause, actually. Not a moment's silence. Brilliant touch there. I imagine the Swans will do the same on the home game against Sheffield United on the weekend. Welcome in, Kieran. How are you doing, mate? Good to have you in here. Spice. Come on, Watford. Get something crying again. Yeah, I don't believe any of it which Tonder Eckert comes out with last season, saying he didn't know the rules. come on. You're just lying to all of us. Surely someone at Southampton would have said when he came up with the idea of spying, no, you're not allowed to do it. But and they've only admitted to the ones they've been caught out in. They definitely did it more times than that. But new season, they'll probably do it again. I just think it's a bit strange that Southampton stuck with him, really, because it just drags their name into the mud a bit more, doesn't it? You know, easy opportunity to go with a fresh new name. I mean, the squad's very good anyway, so yeah. But a lot of the top teams on the wrong end yesterday, yeah. I mean, also Middlesbrough, they went 1-0 down against Lincoln as well, didn't they? So it was interesting there. Of course, Wolves Blackburn was a 2-2 draw. Preston, Bristol City lost. Derby lost as well. That was a big shock. Norwich lost. That was the biggest shock of them all for me, actually. And then Sheffield United, Birmingham was a boring 0-0 draw, but you always get one of them each match week, really, don't you? Right then, we are ready for kick-off here at Vicarage Road for Watford and Southampton to get their season underway. We will be live after as well, straight away basically, for Burnley West Ham, both of them back in the second tier. I'm ready to see how they get on later on this afternoon. The Community Shield is also kicking off this time today at 3 o'clock. It's at the Principality in Cardiff. So we'll keep an eye on that score also in the next watch-along. So that will be interesting too. I'm glad I double-checked what time the kickoff was for this, because I thought it was a 1 o'clock kickoff, not 1:30. It's a bit of a strange one for a Sunday, 1:30, but you know, is what it is. Gives us longer to wake up anyway. Right, here we go. Watford are going to kick off here at Vicarage Road, kicking from left to right as we look at it for the first half. Here we go. The ball is moving. We are underway at Vicarage Road. Another big season for both of these clubs. A lot of people predicting Watford to be down the bottom end of the Championship. As for Southampton, I mean, with a squad and talent in there, they should definitely be challenging at the top end. It was a difficult start last season for Southampton, but this year they look to put things right from the get-go, of course. Will still last year, he wasn't cheating, and that's why he wasn't getting any results with Southampton. Ball in midfield at the moment. Quick start from Southampton in their blue away kit for this one. But Watford win the ball back and out to the right-hand side, and I think I've got the wingers mixed up in terms of which side they're on. So it looks like Mama's on the left, and I need to know how to pronounce some of these new names. Nabizada is on the right. I'm going to have to get more fluent with that pronunciation. It's a bit Nabizada. If anyone knows how to pronounce that, please let me know. I'm trying to listen for the commentators just to say it once. But yeah, a lot of new faces in Watford. Of course, for the start of this season. Loser wants to leave as well. Wonder if he's staying in the Championship. He's a very good player. Very underrated last season. But, I mean, can you really blame anyone for wanting to leave Watford with the amount of managers that come in and out? It's a great club. But, I mean, there's just no stability there, is there? Southampton on the ball at the back here. Southampton got to prove themselves and no cheating. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Here's Manning. Down line it goes towards Carl Laramie. A good World Cup as well. Dobbin in the box. A new signing in the summer. And Dobbin loses out there to the Watford goalkeeper. Southampton starting quick here. Starting on the front foot. Exactly what you expect from a squad like Southampton. The talent in there. And the Southampton fans have travelled in. Their numbers, that away end is absolutely packed. Welcome in, Kieran. How are we doing? Thoughts on performance yesterday? I thought Stam and Jay were quality. I thought Jay Fulton was absolutely brilliant yesterday. The wingers as well. We had wingers that could cross the ball yesterday. Absolutely sensational to see. Tymon got his first assist. Ida, you know, it was actually his second touch from what I saw. It was about 2 a.m. when I was watching the extended highlights, though. Just couldn't get enough of it. Great win. Also, guys, if anyone's new to the channel, please consider dropping a like on the stream and subscribing to the channel. It means a lot and helps us. A lot of Championship content to come your way this season on the channel. Bit of League One, bit of Premier League, but you know the main focus is the Championship. What a division it is. Bragg in midfield finds Cienza, quality player. I don't know how Southampton still got hold of him. He's someone I think could definitely make the step up to the Premier League. I think the quality in the Championship year upon year is getting stronger, isn't it? You know, likes of Bowen in it this year, Jimenez as well, Cienza at Southampton. As it stands, Swansea, of course, have still got Zanfar-Potnik. So there's a lot of quality in the second tier this year. Long ball forward there from Manning, and it goes straight back to Watford keeper. Gale was on fire for Bolton. Yeah, I saw the goal. Absolutely incredible goal from Gale. Fans loved it when Lisa and Jay snapped Galbraith. Yeah. Galbraith be knocking on Fairwood door in the morning. Asking to come back. That's crazy though, because he's funded our transfer window, hasn't he? And he's downgraded. He'll be stuck in the Championship for years to come now. All for a few extra quid. Doumbia flicks it on in midfield, but initially lost possession, but it's one back on the right hand side here for Watford. First attack of their game. And Manning shields it out of play for a goal kick. Pro signing for West Ham. Yeah, I saw that as well. I mean, have they got enough talent in that squad? Or you know, Bowen, Castellanos, Perot now. Absolute joke. Troy Parrott's meant to be coming to them, isn't it? Well, 25 mil. It's crazy money for a Championship. Engels are signed as well for them, or signing. Keeban at the back here for Watford. Finds Pollock, the captain now, after all the Imran loser chaos. Bowler on the left-hand side, searching for Marmot. Beaten to it by Harwood Bellis, who subject to transfer interest as well. Of course, transfer window still open for another, what, 14, 15 days? When does the window shut this year? Usually it was August 31st, but the last couple of years it's been like September 1st, September 2nd. Not actually sure. I know it's coming to a close soon, but they keep changing it, don't they? Let's do score predictions for this game, guys. I've gone 3-0 to Southampton. And Cienza's breaking forward here. Dobbin on the left. He used them. Dobbin, cross physical. Laren misses a tap in, and it should be 1-0, but it's not. Kyle Laren, great form at the back in the last season for Southampton. Was good for Canada in the World Cup when he got his chance. But in this one, he can't hit the back of the net. Great play in midfield. It breaks for Cienza. Spreads the play. Dobbin is offside, so it wouldn't have stood anyway. And Dobbin, first time, looked like he was going to shoot. Unselfish of him. Puts it on a plate for Laren, who misses, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Offside. Solomon, yeah, of course, yeah. He was great for Leeds as well in their promotion campaign. Putting in, yeah, crazy money West Ham putting in. Pollock out to the right hand side. Manning equal to it there, and it drops for Cienza. Hucks one up into the air. So Cienza must be playing in that 10 position then, because he's floating round. So Matsuki, I think, is on the right wing. Dobbin's definitely on the left, and Cienza's in the 10. And Hector Cipriano gets the first yellow card of Watford season. Very late challenge there on Leo Cienza, who's running the game at the moment. Cienza got the licence to roam free in the midfield. Yeah, clattered into by Cipriano there. Clear yellow card. It's a really silly one from Cipriano though, because Cienza's running across the pitch. He's not really going anywhere. So free kick here for Southampton, but Cienza's down, receiving a bit of treatment for the moment. Yeah, Cienza did go down. awkwardly on that on his right shoulder. Yeah, nasty landing actually. Can't wait to play West Ham. Going to be so enjoyable. Yeah, I mean every game's going to be a tough one, but especially against the big teams, you always look forward to it just a little bit more. If you're in a good run of form, especially. Cienza now sitting up, but still receiving treatment here, so have to wait a couple more minutes before play resumes here. But tomorrow night, guys, we've got Cardiff Wrexham. We will be live for it. 8 o'clock kickoff. Not really sure who I want to win. It's got to be Wrexham, but you know, preferably a draw would be all right. But yeah, we will be live for that one tomorrow at 8 o'clock. The Welsh derby, as the media will portray it as, just like Swans Wrexham. You know, last season with Swans Wrexham, there was a little bit of hatred, but not much. You know, Swans Cardiff definitely takes that one. Stephen Welsh will call it yes. You know, when everyone said Burgess was out for the season, yes, it's a bit of a blow, but I think Stephen Welsh, yeah, I think he's probably more suited to the style of play we want to play as well, so much better. So I agree with you there, mate. He was brilliant. That header as well to stop it, getting to Gallagher, brilliant. So Cienza back up on his feet now and ready to continue. So so many new rules now. I'm just trying to remember. So he's received treatment. So does he still have to go off? Apparently not. He's still on. Because before you'd have to serve 30 seconds off the pitch. Free kicking and it goes. Comes to nothing. Back out to the right hand side. Bree. Matsuki goes back. It's crazy to think though, Southampton on the bench have got, yeah, one of the best benches you'll see until you watch the later game of Burnley West Ham. Brereton Diaz on the bench. Finazaz. There's definitely more. They're just the two that come straight to my mind. Archer, Cameron Archer. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Them players would start for a good 20 other sides in the league, I'd say. Yeah, Cienza still looks a bit uncomfortable with that shoulder. 10 minutes played here. That's gone quick. So, throw in here for Southampton on the attack. Manning. Inside it goes, and Cienza loses out on that occasion. Down the line there from Watford up towards Doumbia. But Harwood Bellis puts into no man's land, and it's pounced upon. Into the box, Watford go! And it's 1-0 Watford! Against the run of play. But it only takes one chance in football, and Watford had taken their chance. And it's 1-0. And it's Bravo. The attacking midfielder has put Watford 1-0 up in this one. A horror moment. And I actually think it was Jack Stevens. He just hucked it up into the air. And it went where Bravo was chasing on to. Composed finish. Past Peretz. Not really much he could do. And it's been all Southampton in the early stages. But Watford take the lead here. Ball went up to Doumbia. Harwood Bellis defended with him well. Stevens just hucked it up into the air. Bravo won the ball. And Southampton couldn't get it off him. Charging in on goal. Skipped through the Southampton defenders. And into the bottom corner it went. Fantastic goal there from Watford. And this season is up and running. And the cheats of last season can't find a way past here in the early stages against Watford. Wow, what a start to the game. Bravo, Watford. Cienza now and Southampton looking for an immediate response to that goal they've just conceded. And Cienza being taken out again here. He's getting an absolute battering, Leo Cienza. It's his ankle this time. And the Southampton teammates surrounding the referee. Welcome in, Daniela. How are we doing? Good to have you in here. Hopefully you enjoyed the game yesterday. Welcome in, Convenient Chat as well. Brilliant win yesterday, wasn't it, guys? Fantastic win. Yeah, very late there from the captain Pollock on Cienza. 15 votes. Oh, wow. Thank you for the update. So, did he get a yellow card for that? They were showing the replay. Yeah, Pollock, yellow carded there. And I think Kyle Laren as well has been bucked for speaking too much to the referee, probably. It's because he was telling the ref to buck him. Can't do that, to be fair. Amazing win. Yeah, it was brilliant, wasn't it? Right, free kick to Southampton. This game's got a bit of bite about it, isn't it? Right, free kick. Southampton manning to take from the left-hand side. Of course, opening game of last season, Southampton played Wrexham. They went 1-0 down and 1-2-1, of course. Dobbin drops from at the edge of the box. Smashed away by Watford. Only as far as Manning. Still inside the Watford half. Manning puts him towards the edge of the D. Away easily. Up towards Doumbia. And Watford looking to counter again, but that one out of play for a throw-in. Do you think Swansea will make playoffs? Yes, I do. I think we'll make it very difficult for ourselves, but I do think we'll make them this season. I'm really excited about our chances this year. All Wrexham fans tomorrow? Yeah, 100%. 100%. We're all Wrexham tomorrow. Up towards Doumbia. Only support two teams, Swansea and whoever Cardiff are playing. So Howard Bellis down this time. I mean, there's been so many injuries and players going down. So many stoppages in the early stages of this. There's no real rhythm to the game, which is a little bit frustrating. Early days yet, but how the Championship is looking at this early stage is Swansea a third. QPR top the division on goal difference, with Millwall in second place at the moment. QPR top on goals scored over Millwall. Watford go to 8th as it stands, and of course Southampton at the bottom on -4 points due to the Spygate stuff at the back in the last season. That is their punishment, and as it stands, no improvements on that, but I do think Southampton will be up the top end fighting this season. Here's Carl Laren towards Matsuki on the attack here. Laren gets it back, and good defending from Keeban to get it away there from Watford. If Bolton get 14th, would be happy. That would be a very good season. 14th. Played like yesterday, definitely yes. Yeah, we got a good chance, haven't we? We've got a very good chance. Ball in midfield for, well, both sides. It's a very scrappy midfield battle there. Neither side able to hold on to the ball, but it goes out for a goal kick to Watford in the end. Hopefully this game starts to get a bit of a flow to it, because at the moment, very stop-start. Hard to really get a rhythm to the game. Here's Keeban. Bowler. Long ball down the line, searching for Doumbia. Watford do well. Will he win the throw-in? On the far side. Marmot takes his man on, goes down, clear foul. Free kick Watford on the far touchline. James Bree with an unorthodox challenge there. Are you live tomorrow? Yes, live for Watford, Southampton today. Burnley, West Ham after this at 4 o'clock. And tomorrow, Cardiff, Wrexham at 8 o'clock. So start the stream about 7:55. So yeah, looking forward to that tomorrow. And round 1 of the Championship is so good to be back. Obviously, the World Cup was, yeah, it was alright, but it was nothing special. Not one you're really going to remember, to be honest. It wasn't great. The only thing you can remember from the World Cup is the hydration breaks and how annoying it was to watch it. James Bree also bucked. Oh my word, there's been what, 5 yellow cards so far. Only played 18 minutes now. Free kick Watford. They're 1-0 up at the moment. Could they double their leads? From the left-hand side, into the box it goes. Good delivery. Towards the edge of the box, and it doesn't come to anything, unfortunately. But yeah, round 1 of the championship coming to a close, unfortunately. But still lots of action to come. Community Shield on at 3 o'clock. We'll give you updates of that after it's kicked off, obviously. Midweek action, I think it's just EFL Cup, isn't it? EFL Trophy. Thursday is a League One game. Sheffield Wednesday, Bradford. Friday, the Premier League starts. And then Saturday, Swans are home. So no early kick-off stream next Saturday. And there's no late kick-off anyway. And then next Sunday, any games? West Brom, Burnley. That could be interesting. No Monday game next week. Watford on the attack here on the right-hand side. They're really growing into this game. Into the box it goes, and defended well. Bowler shot, and it's an absolute rocket into the stand. But I tell you what, that could have gone anywhere. But Bowler sends it into the stand. Welcome in, Victoria. How are we doing? Yeah, I haven't seen Angus in here for a while, actually. I have. I've put some messages in as well, but no response, unfortunately. Yeah, great result there for Bolton yesterday, of course. 2-1 win over Preston. Right, goal kick here for Southampton. And Southampton seem a little bit shocked with the early starts here. They did start well, but that early goal has really surprised them, hasn't it? Watford on the left-hand side here. Marmot goes down and wins another free kick here for Watford. Watford are sort of the surprise package this season, aren't they? Like, no one knows what to expect from them. A lot of people put them in different positions. Some people think they'll go down this season. I don't think they go down. Obviously, it's way too early to make any bold predictions. About 10, 12 games in, we'll sort of have an idea of what to expect from most of the sides. There'll still be the surprises then after that, but way too early right now to make any assumptions. Scramble at the edge of the box, and Watford still have the possession. Is it going to go out for a corner? No, Keeban keeps it in play, and lovely play. Marmot by the byline. Shot saved by Peretz. Corner Watford. I mean, Watford full of confidence at the moment. First 10 minutes was all Southampton. As soon as Watford got the goal, it has been all Watford since their goal. Really good bit of play in midfield. Keeban keeps it in play. Marmot runs onto it. Down by the byline. Tries to catch Peretz out to the near post, but doesn't get any joy. Bravo, the goal scorer. For the corner here from the far side. In swinger. And it's going to have to be retaken. Referee unhappy with something in the centre. This is one of my things I hate about refereeing. If they're going to foul someone from a corner, let it happen and make the decision from there. You shouldn't have to warn the players and keep having to stop it, and it just delays it so much. Watford player down now as well. And this doesn't look good. Bowler. He's down. Looks in some discomfort as well. The Watford left back. And I think he's going to have to be replaced here. 22 minutes into the season opener. And it's not good news for Watford's left back. He's going to have to be replaced here. Yeah, I think it's his hamstring. He'll be out for a little while then. Unfortunately. Never ideal. At any time of the season, but opening day is a real blow. Number 33 coming on now. Jordan Zamura. Zamura going to replace the injured Bowler. If you're enjoying the stream, guys, be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let's try and get to, I'll say 10 likes for now and see if we can push to 15 later on. So be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel as well. Thanks for all your support and tune in on this Sunday afternoon. Live for Burnley West Ham later on. as both of them face off. Of course, just got relegated, both of them from the Premier League. They return to the Championship. How will that one fare? That's a really intriguing one. Not good for the lad. No, you never like to see players get injured. And yeah, Bowler there. He looked good in the opening stages as well. Looked really good. Straight down the tunnel for him. But he is walking. And Zamora on now to see what he can do. So from the corner then. It goes short. Zamora. First action is to win another corner for the Hornets. Corner Watford again. Hopefully now this game can get a bit of a rhythm because, as I said, it's a bit stop-start. Bove into the box it goes. Peretz gets a hand to it. Bove keeps it alive. Peretz with another punch. Still alive for Watford. And that's too much on that. Goal kick Southampton. Too much on that. Yeah, refs annoying sometimes. That's one rule, you know, from a corner or any set piece, the ref shouldn't have to interfere with the players pushing. If they're going to push each other and a foul is committed, then just make a decision off that. Shouldn't have to warn them. They know the rules. Cienza up to Laren. Southampton trying to find their way back into this one. Cienza on the left. Finds Dobbin down the line and caught in his heels a little bit there, Dobbin. Beaten to it by Traore. And out for a throw-in to Southampton. Manning with a throw-in. Bragg goes back to Stevens. Cross it goes to Harwood Bellis. Long ball into the channel. Searching for Matsuki. Does well. He's up against Zamora. The new... the substitute, sorry. Matsuki. Falls back though. Can't take his man on. Stevens again. Out to the left-hand side for Manning. Dobbin on the ball now. Cienza closely marked here by the yellow shirts of Watford. They've certainly identified Southampton's threat. Here's Flynn Downs. Hasn't really been too involved in the game so far, Flynn Downs. We all know his quality. Manning again. Finds Dobbin, turns his man and runs inside. Here's Laren. Back to Dobbin at the edge of the D, and it's a good clearance there from Marmot. Coming back on defensive duties and smashes that one out of play. Anywhere will do. Downs out to the right hand side for Harwood Bellis. Searching for Matsuki. Onto his left foot. Pass is loose, but possession regained here from Southampton inside the Watford half, but it's a poor pass back there from Bragg. Recovered well from Stevens. Watford are giving a really good account of themselves here in the opening 27 minutes. Oh, what a bouncing ball. Keeper stayed and Laren making a handful himself. So he wants a penalty. That's never a pen. Keeban just about did enough offside anyway. Yeah. Long ball up into the air. I don't know why the keeper's not coming for that. It's inside his area. Yeah, Keeban almost lost out there. Doumbia going forward. It falls for the goal scorer. And Bravo. Shot blocked. Goes out for a corner. Yeah, Watford. Who would have expected Watford to start like this? I certainly didn't think they'd start this strong. Gino Pozzo, the Watford owner, in attendance for this season opener. Nothing comes from the corner there from Watford. And Tondra Eckert losing the battle at the moment. I'm sure Watford were checking the training ground all week for any spies. Bone injuries, 12-week out. Yeah, it's a long time, isn't it? You did say 2-0 to be fair. Here's Manning for the throw-in. Inside the Southampton half. In towards Carl Aaron it goes. Centre of the pitch. Good pass. Finds Downs. Downs to Matsuki on the right. Matsuki taking his time, assessing the options. Bragg finds Stevens again. Out to the left-hand side. That pass is intercepted. And Watford on the counter again. On the right-hand side, Doombia's in the centre. It's going all the way here. Shot goal. 2-0 Watford. How has he been allowed all that space? I've still not been able to pronounce his name. Nabizada. He scored on his Watford debut. Nabizada. That's definitely not how you pronounce his name. Nabizada makes it 2-0 Watford. Is that... It's definitely not... Nabizada. I've no idea how to pronounce it, but he scored and it's 2-0 Watford. He was bursting through Stevens' pass towards Manning. Intercepted by Nabizada. Charging down the right-hand side, lightning quick. Southampton backed off. He was allowed all the way towards the byline. And from a tight angle, smashes it across the face of goal into the corner. Southampton expecting the cross. And Nabizada just had space and space and space and green grass to run into. And he slotted away, beautiful. Great finish. And it's Watford 2-0 on the opening day of the season. Southampton are stunned. And what a start to the season this is for Watford. And for anyone who's keeping tabs on the table, Watford are into the top 2 at the moment. Wow, what a start to the game that is. There's so many new players for Watford that I'm really struggling with the pronunciations, but I will get there, people. I apologise. We'll go with Nabizada. Traore, Bove, Ravaglia. These are the new players for Watford. And so far, so good for Watford. Honestly, on the counter, they look really, really good. They've had not even under 40% possession, 7 shots, 3 on target, 2 goals. And they lead 2-0 against Southampton, the side who ended last year in terrific form. And they're going again here. Marmer on the left. Crosses one in towards the back post, and it's over everyone. But Watford looking exciting at the moment. They've got some real flair and quality in that side. And will Imran Loser be reconsidering his decision? He's asked to leave the club, but after watching this first half an hour, will he be reconsidering, you wonder? What a start to the season this is. Game over already? Nah, I'm not sure on that. I think with the quality in Southampton, you never know with Southampton. I think it could be 3-0 Watford. I'd still say it's not game over. We've seen it. I think it was it Leicester Southampton last season? Leicester were 3-0 up and into the second half, and then Southampton won 4-3 at the King Power back in the last season. It was a midweek game, I'm pretty sure. So never write Southampton off. Here's Cipriano. Wins a throw-in for Watford. Many yellow cards given as well in the opening stages. So Bree and Laren are the players for Southampton on yellow cards. For Watford, it's Pollock. No, just Pollock. I'm sure there's been another yellow for Watford. Cipriano. There we go. So 4 yellow cards awarded so far. Doumbia at the halfway line. Out to the right-hand side. Nabizada on the ball. To the right-hand side. Traore on the overlap. Good ball in. Doumbia was waiting. Zamura picks up the pieces on the left-hand side of the box. Marma now opens up on the right foot and the shot is blocked. And it's going to go out for a Watford throw-in right in the corner. Watford score again, it might be. Potentially. I'd still not write Southampton off until it's 5-0. But it's a great start here, though. Absolutely fantastic start. No one expected this from Watford. Marma on the left-hand side. Opens up again. Both. Zamura on the left. Ball in towards the back post. Too much on it. Goes all the way through and out for a Southampton goal kick. What a start. Imran Loser is in attendance for this game. I think it must be Loser. He's on his phone though, he doesn't look very interested. That's why he's asked to leave. That is weird though. Why would you ask to leave the club and then still go to watch the game at the stadium? Don't get that. Nabizada to Cipriano in midfield. Watford want another one. Shot blocked. And Southampton living life dangerously here, but they're on the counter now with Dobbin. Over halfway they go on the left-hand side. Takes on Traore. Dobbin loses out that battle yet again. Traore and Dobbin is a really good battle on that near side. Ball in midfield now for Southampton. It's Bragg finding Harwood Bellis. Stevens now at the halfway line. Southampton looking for a response 10 minutes before the break at Vicarage Road. Of course, Watford spent many a year in the Premier League, many years in the Championship with some historic moments, none better or none more historic than the Troy Deeney goal, of course, in that playoff game against Leicester. Southampton just passing the ball around left to right. Good ball across to Manning. Brings it down well. And the edge of the box is Dobbin. Opens up. Pass is deflected. Will it be rescued by Brie? I think it will be. Keeps it in play on the far side. Ball into the box. Keeper has a swipe at it. Drops to Cienza. And it's a dreadful effort from Southampton's number 7. And away by Watford. Yeah, the Watford keeper there didn't look too comfortable. Ravaglia. He didn't look too comfortable when the ball came in. Just swiped at it rather than being convincing. Bravo with the first one. Nabizada with the second. A great start here for Watford in the 26-27 campaign. And they're on the ball here in midfield. They win a free kick. Nine minutes until the break here. Back it goes here to Keeban. Finds Pollock. Back out to the left-hand side. Watford in possession. Keeban. They haven't had much of possession, and that's an interesting thing, of course. A lot of sides these days like to try and play the Pep Guardiola style of football and recreate it and dominate possession. But Watford happy to suffer in possession and just work and hurt teams in transitions. And on the counter today they've been very good. Yeah, Watford really good on the transition, aren't they? From back to front. Cienza. Back to Jack Stevens. Out to the left-hand side for Manning. Really poor start this for Southampton. And it's a good press as well from Watford. Good counter-pressing. Cienza. Struggling for space. Dispossessed by both. Cienza picks up the pieces in midfield. Wins it back for Southampton. Downs. Skips Away from his man. Out to the right hand side for James Bree. Over halfway now for Southampton. Into the Watford half. If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like and subscribe. Cienza. Back it goes. And Southampton look lost for ideas at the moment. Going sideways and backwards. Manning finds Dobbin. He's not had much joy, Dobbin, against Traore on this near side. He's met his match at the moment. Howard Bellis again. At the halfway line. Now Manning. Yeah, Watford stepped really well. Really organised off the ball. Tracking their runners. Howard Bellis finds Bree. Fighting for it. Still has it. Matsuki to Bree again. Back to Matsuki. Nice bit of play. And one back there by Watford. Matsuki there just sort of ducked out. Just accepted as soon as the pass was made to him that he'd lost the ball. Yes, honestly, Southampton, what on earth has happened? They started well first 10 minutes, and then as soon as Bravo got the goal on the counter, that was it. Shocked Southampton completely. Crazy stuff. Ball at the back here for Southampton. Peretz finds Bree. Nudged off the ball there by Doumbia, so free kick to Southampton. Well, I'd be very surprised if Tonder Eckert doesn't make some changes at the break. Be very surprised. They've got some real quality on the bench. Nathan Wood, Wellington, Finazaz, Ben Burrows and Diaz, Cameron Archer, Mabama on loan from City, Samuel Adozie, and Tom Fellows as well. My word. Absolutely stacked. How is that allowed at the Championship to have a bench that strong? It's really not fair, but they're not putting up to any use at the moment. The quality in their squad isn't showing in the opening 40 minutes here at Vicarage Road. It has been Watford on top. But Southampton looking for a response before the break. And to get one back at least. Dobbin finds Manning. Down the line it goes towards Cienza. Nice bit of play here for Southampton. Into the box they go. Shot blocked. Still alive in there on the far side. Matsuki chasing. But dealt with by Watford again. And Cipriano. Late challenge early on in the game, which saw him receive a yellow card. But since that point, he has been absolutely terrific in midfield. Cipriano. Here's Flynn Downs for Southampton. Finds Matsuki. Downs again on the right-hand side for Southampton. Howard Bellis switches the player out to the left. Dobbin. Beaten to it by Traore, who he has also been really good this afternoon. Yeah, Watford just really good on the counter at the moment. I'm still surprised how much space they allowed Nabizada for the second goal. Absolutely criminal. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise Southampton didn't go up last season. One back in midfield here for Watford. Here we go. Another counter-attack opportunity. Doumbia. Tamama on the left. Bree comes back and helps defend. Holds up the Watford attack for now. Bove goes down in midfield and wins a free kick for Watford. Yeah, Southampton first, as I say, I keep going back to it, but first 10 minutes look really good. You know, going forward, clean passing. But as soon as they can see that goal, they have crumbled. They don't look like the same side. Never say never though with Southampton. I think second half could be a real thriller. I don't see Southampton going out easy of this. Eckert will make changes at the break, I'm sure. But what a disappointing first half here for Southampton. Free kick for Watford here. On the left-hand side. Into the box it goes. Floated in. Away by Southampton. Dobbin. Over halfway he goes. He's not the fastest, is he? Goes inside, goes downwards, a free kick. Nabizada, the man penalised for the foul. And yellow carded as well, Nabizada. That's the 5th yellow card of the match so far. It's he does stamp on him, to be fair. Warrants the yellow card, that one. Just like Preston yesterday, give Bolton too much room. Yeah, it's true. Overcommitting going forward. But the thing is, though, Southampton's second half have to overcommit a little bit now to get themselves back into the game and find that spare man going forward. But then, of course, Watford are absolutely lethal on the counter. So how safe, how much risks, what's going to happen? It's all very interesting. Free kick, Southampton. Manning floated in, and it's a header met by the captain, Jack Stevens, but he's put it over the bar. Great delivery from Liam Manning there. Brilliant delivery. And it's from Swans fans watching. You remember the late goal Cabango scored in that midweek game against Watford. All them years ago. Manning onto Cabango's head. And it was a very similar free kick to that. 30 votes. Brilliant stuff. Watford are playing really good. Fair play to them. Yeah, big surprise. Big surprise. Ball up towards Laren. Laren looks a different player to last season. He looks awful now, doesn't he? 45 minutes into the season. We're not getting too carried away. Nabizada on the ball and runs out of time in the end. He's caught up with the Southampton defence. One back though. Nabizada finds Doumbia in the box. Tight angle. Goes to the cross instead. Finds Marma on the far side. Marma to the byline. Wins a corner. Good play from Marma. 3 minutes added. I'll tell you now. I keep forgetting to do that now. 5 minutes added. A lot of stoppages at the start of the first half. 5 minutes added on at the end of the first 45 here at Vicarage Road. Corner kick, Watford. Can they get a third before the break? Can you imagine that? From the far side. Outswinger this time. Zamura to take. Good ball and Pollock meets it. Just wide from the Watford captain. He got up well. Just couldn't direct it into that top corner. Oh, it definitely comes off Stevens. Should be a corner. Should be another corner. Ref's given a goal kick though. We've already had some VAR controversy, of course, without having it, which is crazy. Some refereeing controversy, I should probably say, with the Blackburn penalty they conceded, the Wolves penalty. Was it a handball? Was it in or out the box? I think it was in, to be fair. But I've not really seen the best angle of it yet. I don't think anyone has, which is why no one can come to a conclusive answer yet. Everyone's still got different opinions, but it is much better having the ref just make a decision. VAR, it just takes the fun out of it a little bit, doesn't it? Having to wait for confirmation of a decision, getting stuff overturned all the time. Let the ref just do it in the moment. Much more authentic, much better, much more enjoyable for the game. Southampton have a free kick on the far side. Bree to take. Whips in to the box and keeper hangs on to it. He didn't look convincing last time, but he's got steady pair of hands this time, and it's on for the Watford counter. Southampton got bodies back very quickly from that. Zamura to Marma in the box towards the byline, and it's run out of place, run out of pitch, and out of play for a goal kick. Are they still doing water breaks? Paul's got lucky, I think. No more water breaks. Hydration breaks, thankfully. That's the World Cup stuff all gone, all done with. Perret's goal kick for Southampton. I honestly don't rate him. I think I said it last season as well. I don't see what all the fuss is about with Peretz. Bove out to the left-hand side. Marma on the ball now. Into midfield, and Cipriano decides to go back this time. Zamura done well after coming on to replace Bowler. Keeban finds Pollock. A minute and a half left until half-time in this one. It's 2-0 Watford. What a result going into half-time. As I said, the second half, Southampton have got to go for it. And the next goal in this massive is the next goal in this game is massive. Get my words mixed up. Matsuki finds Dobbin. Southampton in the box here. Dobbin opens up. Shot blocked. Good defending from Pollock. Here's Flynn Downs in midfield. Shields the ball really well. Finds Manning ahead of him. And good defending there from Traore. Keeping Southampton at bay. Manning for the throw-in. Finds Cienza. Back to Manning. Back to Cienza now. Here's Downs on the left-hand side. Trying to work the angle now. Watford. Very impressed. You know, on and off the ball. Off the ball, they're really organised. Everyone knows their job. Sticking with the runners. Keeping the shape. Really well drilled. Manning. Ball into the box. Cienza. Got a bit of space. Drops for Laren. Matsuki now. Laren. No one really wanted to take the shot there. And it's another counter for Watford. It's 3-on-3 here. Out to the left-hand side, Marma. Into the box he goes. Shot blocked by Harwood Bellis. Zamura gets to it first. Bove, shot. Blocked, and Manning will shoot it back to Peretz. And that'll be it for the first half. And what a first half it was. Watford, absolutely brilliant in that first 45. Half-time in this one. Watford 2, Southampton 0. I mean, that is absolutely incredible from Watford. No one expected to see that from them in the first half. That was absolutely brilliant from them. Fair play. Just read out some stats for you at half-time. Possession, 40-60 in favour of the Saints. XG, 0.42 for Watford from 12 shots, 3 on target, 19 touches in the Southampton box. And for Southampton, 0.29 XG from 6 shots, none of which are on target, 13 touches in the Watford box. They've been in there, they just haven't been able to get any shots off on target anyway. 3 corners to 0 in favour of Watford. Really, really promising stuff. In fact, why don't I just share the screen? That'd be a lot easier. Right. If the audio goes for a second, just give me a couple of seconds. I'll fix it. It should be on though. Let's change screen. There we go. Yeah, it should be on. There we go. Right. So some of the stats at halftime I can show you on this as well, where the goals are scored from. So this was the first one from Bravo. 12 minutes in, centre of the box, into the bottom left-hand corner. Really good play. And the second one, look at the angle here to get it in from Naby Zada. Right foot as well, past Peretz into the corner. Really good finish. Honestly, really impressed with Watford so far. And Watford fans, screenshot this while you can. Top 2 at the moment. Stop the count. I mean, it's only half time. Could even get better for them. But this is how the early standards of the Championship is looking. And then down the bottom, you've got Southampton still on -4 and on -2 points as well at the moment. Stoke next up for the Saints. And next up for Watford is Wrexham. Interesting stuff on Saturday. Right, we are going to... what are we going to do at half-time? I haven't really thought this through, but what are the last couple of games looking like? Wow, Watford do not have a good record against Southampton, do they? In the last 22 games, they've only won 2 of them. 9 draws, though. 11 Southampton wins. What about at home and in the Championship? They haven't won any in the last 3. Any in the last 11 home games against Southampton, Watford have not won. 2-2 last year, 1-1, 1-1. So last time Southampton beat Watford away at Watford was 1-0. Che Adams scoring in the Premier League days in 21-22. Great stuff there. Community Shield in an hour. We'll quickly check the lineups actually while we've got a minute. Raya, White, Mosquera, Gabriel Calafiori. Of course, Saliba's out, isn't he? Gamara's gets his debut. No Rice in there, which is interesting. Zolas. Was he the same one that was at Norwich? No way. What a career change for him. He wasn't that good for Norwich, was he? He's at Arsenal now. Havertz and Madueke. Of course, you get to see the new look Enzo Maresca, Man City, Donnarumma, Gvardiol, Diaz, Guzanov, O'Reilly, Anson Kovacic, Foden, Doku, Semenyo, Haaland. Yeah, what a joke of a sight. Both of them are really good. Rice on the bench. Saka, Dowman. Grealish is back in. I haven't seen Grealish in ages. And Mark Geehy on the bench as well. Interesting stuff there, but we're not really focused too much on that. I just wanted to see who was playing. But yeah, there we go. Right, half-time in this one. Also, we're doing some fantasy leagues this season. We've got the actual fantasy of the EFL. I've got Cienza in my team at the moment, and he's not doing much for me. 73 points. But be sure to join the league, guys. As it is half-time, let me go get the league table up. In the Swansea City League, I'm 7th out of 601, so not bad at all. My name is You're All I Need Ida. All Aida. So if you want to join my league, the code is Goal School. I'm 2nd in the league. Where's the settings? So the code is YJ43NPM if you would like to join. It's all capitals for all of the letters. If you would like to join, you can still join the league on the EFL Fantasy app or online on the website. But yep, be sure to join it, the Goals Galore YouTube League. But it's not just that one we've got. Before this was even a thing, the Fantasy EFL, because it only come in last season, there was Gaffer. Now Gaffer's absolutely brilliant. Really good fun. Where's my team for this week? This is the team I've got so far this week. Captain Bowens, hopefully he does well later on. Lloyd Jones is on the bench. And yeah, he got 11 points, which is gutting. Should have put him in for Lisa. His yellow card ruined it for me. But Lancashire did well, of course. Jimenez scored, so it's not too bad. And a Poku, so back in the Swansea boys there. But if you want to join this league, it's a really long code for some reason. I'm not sure you can see that. But that is the code. It is all on the community tab as well. I did post it the other day. If anyone is interested in joining either the Gaffer League here or the EFL Fantasy League, then be sure to. I'll leave the code on screen for a second as well. Settings. There we go. So if you'd like to join, be sure to, guys. Yeah, have fun and yeah, don't take it too serious if you're at the top or if you're down the bottom, because I want to win this year. Right. Who have I picked for my team actually? I haven't really paid too much attention for it this week. Yeah, Lancashire scored, Smodrick scored, Cienza and Andrea let me down. Baker clean sheet with Huddersfield. McCarthy conceded late against Notts County. Trippier and yeah, Wolves really disappointed me. Really disappointed me. And Blackburn impressed me a little bit, so I'm not sure which side to look at it really. Jack Marriott's got a hat-trick yesterday. Let's do that. Let's go through some of the results from yesterday because opening weekend is always absolutely crazy. And you know what? We're starting League 1 because we're starting League 2. Build our way up. Because yesterday was absolutely mental in the league. This is how League 1's looking at the League 2's looking at the moment. Rochdale at the bottom after their promotion. York also went up and they got the 3 points yesterday. Newport, who were down the bottom last season, got a win. Let's look at some of the results. Yeah, Newport beat them 3-0 yesterday. Really impressed there by Newport. I thought they'd be down the bottom again this season, but as it stands, no. Oldham beat Port Vale. Port Vale, of course, just coming down from League One last season. Have they kept... Oh, Darren Moore's not there anymore. Gordon, Humphreys, Gabriel. Yeah, it's a different squad to what it was last year, isn't it? They're in League 2. So if I need to not click on any of these. Accrington 2, Colchester 2, Barnet 3-1 against Salford. And I bet Salford to be up there this season. That was an interesting result. Cheltenham beat Rotherham. Rotherham just relegated as well. Fleetwood beat Chesterfield. Crawley Crew was incredible. 3 red cards. Late goal for Crew as well. Walsall beat Gillingham. Walsall are always up there and then they fall off second half of the season. But so far so good. Grimsby beat Exeter. Exeter be gutted after that Devon Derby defeat in the cup last time out. Northampton Swindon, Boring 0-0. Tranmere Shrewsbury 2-0. But York beat Bristol Rovers 3-2. Great result there for them. Into League One we go, if we can find it. League One yesterday was very interesting. I'll show you the table after, actually. Makes more sense. Yeah, Notts County scored a late goal to get a point against Leicester. Leicester looked, not even that good. Notts County looked pretty good, to be fair. That Roberts guy, he looks proper. Oxford got a late goal against MK Dons to rescue a point there. Oh, ice cream van's out. I'll wait for that song to finish. Ice cream, anyone? Right, that's gone. Reading Luton was game of the match week, hands down. I mean, what a game that was. 4-3 Luton. It was 1-0 Luton after early doors. Then Jet Marriott gets a hat-trick for Reading, 3-1 at half-time. Casey Palmer scores 2 for Luton, 3-3. And towards the end then, 4-3 Luton. Crazy, crazy game. It was a late goal as well. Bromley beat Barnsley on their, first time in League One, of course. Brilliant for Bromley. Blackpool got a late goal to get a point against Wickham. Bradford, Perth heartbreak last year, but they beat Peterborough 2-0 here. Burton versus Stevenage 1-1. Cambridge got promoted last season from League 2 and they beat Wigan here. Huddersfield start strong against Wimbledon 3-0. Sheffield Wednesday beat Leyton Orient 2-1. Mansfield beat Doncaster 2-1. And Stockport beat Plymouth 3-1 there. Right, Championship luck over now. And then we'll go back ready for the second half. In this one. Not sponsored by Footmob or anything, by the way, guys. Footmob, if anyone's watching, let me know. I'm interested. I'll use it every day, basically. So on the Friday night, Wolves Blackburn 2-2 draw. As I say, Wolves disappointing really, but Blackburn looked good under Tony Mowbray, as expected though. Really, you can work with nothing and still get a tune out in players. Really impressive from Mowbray there. Bolton beating Preston. I did predict that one as well, to be fair. Glad to have Bolton back in here. I looked really good. At the end, I thought Preston were going to nick a point. And they should have, to be fair. They headed over the bar late on. But fair play Bolton for hanging on. Good for my predictions anyway. Bristol City lost to Millwall 2-0. And there was a red card as well. I'm not sure about Bristol City. You know, the signs on paper look good. But on the pitch, it's a different story at the moment. Lost to Walsall in the cup last week. Lost to Millwall this week. I'm not sure about Bristol City. Maybe it'll take a while to gel. But they've got all the ingredients. It's just not turning out right as we expected. But brilliant for Millwall there. Expect them to win there. Easier against 10 men, of course. Charlton beat Derby. That was a surprise. Especially after they went 1-0 down against Derby. So that's one of the big surprises of the weekend. Middlesbrough 1-0 down against Lincoln. Adam Rooch scoring Lincoln's goal there. First time in the second tier for 65 years. Brilliant there from Rooch to score. But then Lancashire, good brace from him. Scored the winner in the 91st minute. Norwich lost to West Brom as well. West Brom went 2-0 up. Late goal from Kvitsgarden for Norwich to go 2-1. But yeah, West Brom, Jimmy J Morgan is me absolutely brilliant this level this season. That was another surprise of the week so far. Portsmouth lost to QPR 3-1. I predicted that as well. Great goal from Terry Devlin for Portsmouth to open the scoring. QPR then get back into it almost straight away. Chair got a brace as well yeah, they just look really good. They've got Dennis Sirkin, Lampley. We can look at the side actually. It's a really good side from QPR. I don't know how they lined up yesterday. And Bengu started yesterday. Dunn, Clark Slater. So, oh my word. They played that well, and they didn't even have Kone up top. Didn't have Sirkin, Lamptey. Edwards played in midfield. Interesting. Chair, Poku, Sato. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. Kamara's in there. Smith, Varane, Afi Lloyd. Kone was on the bench then. Lamptey's out injured for now. Dembele. Oh my word. I mean, QPR, their squad is fun. That's one word to describe them. For Portsmouth, it's a bit disappointing though, but it's a better squad than they started last season with, I think. Adams will be huge from this season. Kamara's in again. Bishop needs to score because, yeah, last year he just didn't do enough. Josh Murphy back, that's huge as well for them if they want to survive again this season. John Swift's still there as well. They've got a lot of injuries, oh my word. A lot of injuries, right, okay. But yeah, Portsmouth should be okay this season. Fingers crossed for them. And then there wasn't many other games left to go through, was there? Swans beat Stoke 2-1, went 1-0 down. It was a poor goal to concede, really. But then 2 good goals of our own. Quite scrappy goals, all 3 of them, to be fair, in the game. But we got the win, and we never went away at Stoke, so that was really good. And Sheffield United Birmingham was really boring. 0-0 draw. And then we got these ones. Watford 2-0 Southampton. Second half is going to be really interesting because, of course, Southampton have to go for it now. I mean, look at the bench they have. It's an absolute joke. Well, who's going to come on then? Who's going to come off and who's going to come on? They might change formation, to be fair. Stevens having a bad game. He had the error for the first goal. Give it straight to Bravo, who scored. Laren's doing nothing up top. Sienz is a good spark. Matsuki and Dobbin on the wings aren't doing much. Dobbin can't take on his man because he's not got the pace to beat him. And Matsuki just looks scared. So all round really, it's not really a good performance. If I was Tonda Reckert, oh, they're out already for the second half. We'll change the screen back now then. I bring on Fellows for Matsuki and I bring on Azaz. They be the first 2. Right, let's get the screen back. Ready for the second half. Here we go. Southampton to get us underway. For the second 45, the ball is rolling for this second half. Watford lead 2-0 at the moment, but Southampton have got to go for it in this second half of the game. There we go. Right, second half. I missed quite a few chats, didn't I? Blocking where needed. Yeah, they are doing well. We'll be over the moon. Yeah, he will be. Keep Bolton next week. Oh, that'd be a tough game for Bolton. Really tough game for Bolton, that one. Puzzle fell apart after scoring. Got to change top end. Yeah, 100% for Southampton. They've got to change where they need to score, really. Dobbin and Matsuki, I'd personally have changed that. He's not made a single change, Eckert. That is crazy. How has Eckert watched that first half and seen no changes made? That is absolutely mental. I think everyone around the world watching this game right now can see Southampton need a change. How on earth has Eckert not made a change here? I don't know. Well, the players on the pitch now won't have long, will they, to prove themselves before he does make a change. When you've got a bench as strong as Southampton, that is crazy he's not made any changes. Fellows, you know, Ben Brereton Diaz, we've just been through it, but I mean, they've got a lot of players that could easily make a difference. Matsuki on the ball here, beaten to it now by Doumbia. Marmer on the left-hand side. Dispossessed there. Downs, forced back to his keeper. Perret in goal. Out to Bree. Too much on it. Throw-in gifted there for Watford. Southampton look really nervous. Wow. Interesting game so far, though. Cipriano finds Zamora on the left-hand side. Cipriano again. Doumbia picks up the pieces. Got Marmer on the left-hand side. He's always the outlet, isn't he? And Matsuki staying down at the moment, holding his head, so he needs treatment immediately. That's a mistake as manager. You're 2-0 down, no change. Yeah, I think that is really concerning. How he's watched the same half of football as us and hasn't felt like a change is needed yet. But there might be an enforcement because Matsuki's down on the floor, holding his head, receiving treatment at the moment. So a little break in play at the moment. Yeah, Watford, how... No one expected this. Southampton started slow last year, though. What was Watford's opening day result last season? Are they usually fast starters? I can't really remember. Watford. All the way back to last season. That was quick. Last season, lost away at Charlton, didn't they? And then beat QPR, drew Swansea. So it was a very mediocre start last season for Watford to the season. Interesting, because Southampton had a really slow start. Lost to Wrexham on the opening day, didn't they? Interesting stuff. So, Matsuki's still down receiving treatment at the moment, guys. Break in play. Back up on his feet now. Positive sign. And Southampton have got to change something, I think. They got, well, the manager's probably said you've got 15 minutes to make a change on the pitch. Otherwise, they'll be changing the players on the pitch, basically. This game is getting away from them, though. Here's Marmer. Ball and play back underway. Cipriano finds Pollock. Of course, we've got Burnley, West Ham after this, guys. So be sure to tune into that one as well. And Cardiff versus Wrexham tomorrow evening. That'll be a fantastic game as well. Looking forward to it. Keeban at the back. Finds Cipriano. Left-hand side. Zamura. Away by Peretz. No one contesting the forward ball. Easy there for Kevin to get possession back for Watford. Cipriano in midfield. He's looked really good today, to be fair. Into midfield. Bove dispossessed, but one back by Torre. Cipriano again. Here's Keeban on the left-hand side. Inviting the pressure here from Southampton. Out to the right-hand side. Torre on the attack. He's got Doumbia in the centre. Save from Peretz. Torre went for it alone. And there's Torre on the ball again. On the far side. Watford want another goal. Nabazia. In the box shot is a scuffed effort and into the gloves of the keeper. Nabizada. Looks really good. Looks really good. Watford are nothing, top 8 of the predictions. Yeah, no one's put any real respect on Watford's name or any credit going to the season. Everyone's got them bottom half. Some people have them going down. Probably only Watford fans have them in the top 8. Or the top half even. Everyone thinks that all these managerial changes will catch up with them. I think that as well, but I don't think it'll be this year. I think I predict them about 17th maybe, I think. Which is still low from Watford standards, but considering the teams in the league this season, it's not too bad. Southampton on the ball at the back here. Flynn Downs in midfield. Out to the right-hand side. Now Bree. They need to up the intensity a little bit. It's just all too predictable. All too slow at the moment. In possession. There's not enough movement off the ball either. You know, the only one at the moment moving is Cienza. And he's in a full-back position. And he's not even on the ball, you know. He's not where you need your most creative player. Here's Laren. Brings it down. He's actually got a bit of space for once. Finds Dobbin. Dobbin. Finds Cienza at the edge of the D. Cienza, a bit of space. Ops against shooting. Still on the ball here, Cienza. In the box now. Easily defended there from Watford. Cienza just couldn't make his mind up on what to do. Flynn Downs picks up the pieces. Bree. Matsuki. Beaten to it by Zamura. He's looked really good since he's come on to replace the injured bowler. Bragg wins it back in midfield for Southampton. Now Manning on the left-hand side. Good ball to release Dobbin. Pollock come across and read the play really well there, Pollock. Fair play to him. Great play. Watford give possession up at the halfway line. Southampton look to build again with Howard Bellis now. Yeah, I'm really stunned that the manager's not changed anything at all at half-time. Maybe tactically, but definitely not personnel. Here's Manning. Into the box it goes, and it's out of play by Dobbin. Goal kick given. So here we go then. Manager's now finally making a change. Finazaz will be the first change. You need a bit more creativity to Cienza as well. He's got to take either Matsuki, Bragg or Dobbin off. All three of them haven't been great. I'd personally keep Downs on just to advance the play a little bit. But Matsuki, Dobbin and Bragg have all been really poor. Here's Howard Bellis. Out to the left-hand side here for Southampton. They're finding it difficult in London on the opening game of the season. Bragg in midfield. Out to the left-hand side for Dobbin once again. Finds Cienza now. Cienza. Manning. Into the box it goes towards the back post and into the keeper's gloves it goes. Take them all off, says David. To be fair, you probably could, because I don't think there's been any standouts for Southampton today. Not even Cienza's been his usual self. You know, first 10 minutes maybe, but as soon as they conceded that goal, they lost all belief. About time, yeah, 100%, isn't it? It's only one change as well, which is quite strange also. Howard Bellis finds Manning. Cienza. Bragg again. In midfield. But a space to run into. Finds Laren. Bragg. Opens up for him. Laren. Got to score. He does. Southampton are back into it. And that's why you never write the Saints off. It's Carl Laren. And that's the first time this match they've actually looked threatening. And it did look effortless from the Saints, to be fair. You never write them off. And Carl Laren has got his first of the season. No doubt the first of many. Bragg picked up the ball. Saw a lot of space ahead of him. Nice bit of play between himself and Laren. Laren stabbed home from close range. Couldn't miss, really. Really couldn't miss. One touch. He sort of toe poked it past the Watford keeper into the corner. And Southampton are back in this one now. Had to score that though. There was no way he could miss. Well, this game is taking another twist then. Watford concede. Southampton score. Dobbin's gone off for Finazaz. So they've added a bit more creativity. I'm surprised Matsuki stayed on though. Bragg's proved me wrong. And, well, as I said, no one's advancing the play in midfield. Braggs finally decides to be brave. And Southampton get the reward. It's crazy what happens when you take risks in football. Here's Bragg again. Finally looks to be a little bit settled on the ball now. Downs wins it back in the box. And Watford struggling. Laren's shots. Big save. And all Southampton needed was that goal. They're full of belief now. They are full of belief. They are hungry to get another goal, and Larin forcing an excellent save off Ravaglia in the Watford goal. And this game is far from over at Vicarage Road. I did say, even when Watford were 2-0 up after that second goal, you never write Southampton off. They always seem to get something from games where they've been poor. Cienza for the corner. Away by Doumbia. Downs picks up the pieces at the edge of the box. Goes back to Bragg from deep. It's an awful ball. Gifting possession back to Watford. And now they can go again on the counter. Marmot on the left. Outside the foot pass. What a ball that is. Bravo. What a challenge from Stevens. And in fact it's Manning. What a tackle. Bravo was about to make it 3-1. Was about to fire. But Manning timed that tackle to perfection. Unbelievable ball for Marmot to release Bravo. What a tackle. That's as good as a goal. He would have scored that. There's no way he wouldn't have scored from there. Unless Peretz made a worldie of a save, he wouldn't have saved that. That would have been a goal. What a tackle from Ryan Manning. And that goal from Larin has reinstalled belief into Southampton here. They're back in this one with half an hour to play. If he'd miss, he's off the pitch. Yeah, literally. That easy a chance for Larin with his goal. Throw in to Southampton. Eager now to get play underway. Not wasting any time at all. Downs. Watford sitting deeper and deeper as the minutes tick on. If you're enjoying the stream, please consider subscribing to the channel. Drop a like as well. Bree on the right hand side. Cross into the box towards Larin. It's Pollock who's brave in his header to get it away. Only as far as the blue shirts again though. And Azaz is at the edge of the box. Traore shielding the play here for Watford. And away it goes. And there's subs now for Watford. It's going to be a triple change it looks like. But not after Southampton have a shot from Azaz and it's wide. For Azaz, what a career. Of course, really made a name for himself at Plymouth Argyle in their first season back in the Championship on loan. And then went to Middlesbrough and got a whole host of assists that season, or the 2 seasons he was there. Earned him the move to Southampton. And here are the changes now. Bove off for KMB in midfield. The Congo midfielder. Nabizada off for Adu Poku. And Bravo off for Pereiro, the Argentinian midfielder. So both of the goal scorers off. Bravo and Nabizada. Brilliant debuts for both of them for Watford. But now they've got a bit of stability in the side. Fresh legs going forward as well. Piero, I'm looking forward to seeing how he plays. A lot of hype around him. It's a big half an hour left now for both sides. Can Watford hang on, or Southampton going to turn it round? They've got the momentum now to go on. If they make it 2-2, I think they go on and win the game. But that's only if they can go and get that second goal. This is why we love the Championship, of course. The drama it brings to our screens. Here's Howard Bellis at the halfway line for Southampton. Out to the left-hand side. Manning on the ball now. Back to Howard Bellis. Blue shirts now with a bit more belief around. Matsuki finds Bragg. Back to Downs. Trying to move Watford around a little bit. Try and create the spaces. They're moving the ball now with a lot more intensity than they were when they were 2-0 down. KMB picks up the pieces in midfield for Watford. And he's still going on the right hand side of KMB. Watford on the attack here. Kayembe, it's opened up for him. Shot blocked. And now Southampton can go on the counter. Matsuki decides against it. And goes back instead, takes the safe option. Adu, Parku, Kayembe. And who was the other one? Pereiro. Just trying to remember everyone's name. A lot of new faces in at Watford over the summer. And he's threatening to flare up between Flynn Downs and Pereiro there. Referees come across to sort this one out. Of course, after this one, it's West Ham away at Burnley after this. So be sure to tune into that stream as well. Looking forward to that one. Cannot wait to see how that one unfolds. And the team should be out as well. So I'll quickly have a little look while we keep an eye on this game as well. Cienza on the far side. Takes on his man. Bragg. Into Downs. Southampton looking threatening now. Matsuki takes his man on. And Zamora gets a foot in as well. Oh my word. Look at that West Ham team. That's an absolute joke. To be fair, strong team from Burnley as well. Walker starts for them and Fleming. Strong sides of both of them. My word. Then you look at the benches. Oh my word. How is this allowed in the Championship? How on earth? Yeah, we're looking forward to that game even more now. Burnley, West Ham. Back to this one though. Ball with Manning at the halfway line. Into Bragg. Matsuki finds Azaz. Bit of space opening up for him. Larin. Didn't have much space and he was offside anyway. Got the shot away but it was blocked. If you're enjoying, drop a like on the stream. Let's try and get to 15 likes if we can. We've hit 10. Let's see if we can hit 15. Thank you very much for everyone's support. And if you are enjoying the stream and the game and you want to see more Championship content on the channel, then hit the notification bell after you subscribe to the channel. Notified every single time we go live or upload a video this season. Kevin. Back it goes to Kiprianu. Kayembe now. Downs provides the pressure from Southampton and Southampton win the throw-in. On the near side here. Watford starting to feel the pressure that Southampton are building upon them. Howard Bellis now. Back to Bragg. Out towards the left-hand side of the pitch, the far side. Manning. Across to Cienza. Yeah, so the change was Dobbin off for Azaz. So Cienza went on to the left-hand side. Azaz occupies the 10 for Southampton now. Good tackle there from Kevin. Concedes a throw-in, but he's happy with that. Bree for the throw-in for Southampton. Goes back again to Howard Bellis. And back even further now to the keeper, Peretz, who's almost at the halfway line here. 24 minutes to play here at Vicarage Road. Taylor Howard Bellis finds Downs now on the right hand side. Looking for an opening, but it's just not much movement off the ball. Cienza's keeping the width on the far side of Manning. If they can get it out there. Stevens finds Manning now. Now Azaz. Breaks for Manning. Laring getting involved in the build-up. Manning again. Now Azaz. Really nice football. Laring's got space and time. Oh, awful pass to Bree. Bree was in a load of space on the right, but Laring's pass was absolutely dire. That was awful. Who's playing better? Yeah, Southampton. Southampton look more threatening going forward. Watford is just trying to soak up the pressure. But all game, if you're asking overall, then definitely Watford. Watford have really impressed today. What a golden opportunity that was for Southampton. And Laren's pass was absolutely dreadful. How as a professional footballer can you not make a 5-yard pass like that? Pressure's getting to him. Here's Downs. Back to Harwood Bellis at the halfway line. Southampton build again. Cienza on the far side. He's the man you want on the ball. Takes his man on. Goes down. Traore. Foul Cienza. Free kick Southampton. Left hand side. Traore has been really good as well. A lot of these new boys for Watford look really good. I don't think Watford would be in any danger of relegation this year now. Obviously, like, it's crazy to say that after, 68 minutes, but early thoughts are that they won't be down there. That far, anyway. A lot of football left to be played, let's not forget. So, free kick to Southampton. Ryan Manning over this one on the far side. The blue shirts crowding out this box. Manning delivers left-footed. Into the box it goes. Really poor delivery. Drops for Brie at the edge of the box. Stevens goes all the way back to Peretz at the halfway line. Out to the left-hand side, searching for Manning again. And he has found Manning. Fair play. Edge of the box now. Loose pass. Recovered by Matsuki. Brie opens up for him. Decides to pass to Azaz instead. Matsuki. Shot blocked. He's at the feet of Downs now. Azaz on the right. Good ball in. Back post header. Across the face of goal and wide. From Harwood Bellis that time. It looked promising. Just couldn't get that one on target. Good ball from Azaz though. That was quality in the delivery. Just not enough quality in the finish from Harwood Bellis. And Carl Laren now going off. He's got his goal, but he hasn't been great. But it's a debut for Mbama up top on loan from Man City. Brags off for Samuel Adozie as well. So a change in shape here. Or maybe Adozie, Cienza on the wings. Matsuki comes inside with Downs in midfield. And Azaz at the 10. And Mbama up top. I think it probably will be that. Matsuki in a central position now. Yeah, Matsuki in midfield. Adozie on the right wing. Cienza on the left. There's KMB bombing forward here with Watford. He's nudged off the ball by Downs. Let's find Cienza. Roaming through midfield. Finds Adozie on the right. Adozie into Azaz. Azaz shot. Oh, wide. Not far wide. Southampton are knocking on the door here. I hope Watford still try counter if they back off. Someone score again. Yeah, I think it's all signs of the next goal are coming to Southampton. Watford are still trying to hit them on the counter, but they're not getting much joy at the moment. Southampton have found their rhythm, finally. All it needed was a bit of confidence with a goal. Yeah, Watford definitely could have had another, maybe one or two. Azaz out to Cienza on the left-hand side. Edge of the box here for Southampton. Cienza goes towards the byline this time. Wins a corner kick. And if Southampton somehow get something out of this game, you'll straight away go back to that moment where Ryan Manning made that incredible challenge to deny Bravo his second and Watford's third. That's a big turning point in the match. If Southampton can get something, they'll remember that moment. Corner, Southampton from the far side. In swinger. In it goes. Really poor delivery yet again from a set piece. Straight back out to Cienza though. Failed to beat his first man again. Awful deliveries from Cienza. Such a talented player, but cannot cross a ball. And that's a late challenge there from Doumbia. He's in the referee's book after that. Free kick Southampton. Late on Cienza. Cienza's been fouled so many times. Yeah, Mamadou Doumbia in the referee's book now. Free kick Southampton yet again. From the left-hand side, it's got Ryan Manning delivery written all over it. Was pretty good at Rotherham earlier on in his career. Played in midfield. Over the years, he's dropped back. Played to centre-back and left-back for Swansea. Here's Manning, left-footed. Into the box it goes. Good header from Watford to get it away, and Pollock, I think it was. Downs heads it back in towards the danger area. Finally brought down by Watford in midfield. Downs fighting for it, and there's a bit of afters there with Downs and Marmer. It's still kicking off here. They've got their heads in each other's foreheads are locked together. Water being sprayed as well into the scramble. Tempers flying over on the opening day of the season. Marmer and Downs both as bad as each other, really. I think it's definitely Downs that initiates it. But I mean, Marmer has lost his head. Zero composure there. Flaring up on the opening day in a close contest here in London. And you expect a yellow card each year. Has to be. Well, they both put their heads in each other's heads. So, like, locked heads. So, obviously it's going to be a yellow each. Tempers flying over you. Downs sees the funny side. Marmer is furious. Furious over that. But yeah, a yellow card each. Always going to be the outcome, wasn't it? Yeah, live streaming the West Ham game after as well. West Ham, Burnley, and then tomorrow Cardiff, Wrexham. So a lot of coverage over the Championship on this opening weekend. Hopefully you're all enjoying. Yeah, Downs is always one that's a bit of a wind-up merchant, isn't he? I remember that at Swansea as well. So finally we're ready to play some more football, guys. The handbags is finished. 45 votes. Crazy stuff. Keep on voting, guys. And the final 15 minutes, other 90 left to play. Still Watford lead, but Southampton are knocking on the door. Kayembe trying to get it forward. I think Watford are preparing some changes as well. I think Vata is being ready down below us. Arsenal have scored against Man City in the Community Shield up in Cardiff. Calafiori, first minute. Wow. What a start for Mikel Arteta's men. And what a start as well for Enzo Maresca. Left-footed edge of the box. Just inside the box, bottom left-hand corner. Thank you very much, mate. Eugene. Thank you very much, Eugene, for the update there. But the game which has got everyone's attention at the moment is Watford beating Southampton. Was an interesting end to both of their seasons last year. But the start of this one has been very entertaining, that's for sure. Here's Harwood Bellis at the centre. The halfway line. Finds a dozy now. Doesn't take on his man. Goes straight back to Harwood Bellis. That's something that's got to change in the next couple of years. Because all these new players, like all the young players coming through now, watching the wingers of today, and they just don't even take their man on. They just go back. Easy option all the time. That's got to change. What are the next generation of wingers going to be like if they're watching this? Adozi goes down over the tackle from Zamora. Wins a free kick for Southampton. Yeah, clever there from Adozi. Change here for Watford. And who's coming off? I think it's Marmer coming off. It is. And Rocco Vata on for Watford. Always been a decent player for Watford the last couple of years, Vata. Never really been too consistent to get the praise I think he deserves. But definitely a player in net. And play will continue with a Southampton free kick here from the right hand side. James Bree standing over it. Alexis Stevens and Howard Bellis. Mabama also in the centre. Bree delivers right foot. In it goes. And it looks really promising, but not enough contact from Stevens, who got on the end of it. Yeah, should have done better, I think, there. Easy save in the end. Quite a tame effort. I think he's onside. There's a lot of bodies in there. And up the other end, it's Watford. Cross to no one. Out of play, goal kick Southampton. Well, it's been an incredible game, this one. Incredible entertainment on the opening weekend of the Championship. Yep, Burnley West Ham will follow this. Walker starting for them. And Bowen starting for West Ham as well. Two incredibly talented sides. Should both be up there this season. That'll be a fantastic game. Ball out to Harwood-Bellis here for Southampton. Into midfield Azaz. Drop deep to receive. Mabama flicks it through to Cienza, and Cienza crowded out. As soon as he gets the ball, Cienza, he's crowded out. Kayembe in midfield. Doumbia. Piero trying to advance the play, and it's a bit scruffy in midfield from both sides. Zamora picks up the pieces. Cipriano to Vata on the left-hand side now for Watford. 12 minutes and 90 to play. Vata cuts inside on his right foot. Lines up the shot, and it's a really poor effort from Vata. Looked promising. Picked up the ball on the left-hand side. Drove inside. And he just didn't get the contact he wanted on the ball. Here's Downs. Out to Manning again. Southampton searching for that equaliser in this one. Now Harwood-Bellis. How many subs have Southampton used all their subs? No, they've only brought in 3. Still got Cameron Archer, Tom Fellows, Brereton Diaz, Wellington all to come on. Out of them, you're probably thinking, I think Tom Fellows is very underrated. He hasn't really been given much of a chance at Saints. I don't think anyway. I think he's absolutely brilliant. And probably Cameron Archer will probably come on if they're chasing it in the next 5 minutes. Be surprised if they don't make them changes. Long ball forward there from Watford up towards Stevens, who wins the header. Brought down by Cienza. And Southampton on the attack again. Mabama. Into midfield it goes. Adozi got into a central position yet. Azaz. Adozi picks it up again. Twisting and turning. Goes back to Azaz. Plays in the centre waiting, and it goes out. Deflected for a corner to Southampton. Absolutely, guys. Keep on dropping a like. Aim for 15 if we can. Appreciate it. All your support. And if you really are enjoying, then subscribe as well. Thank you very much. Loads of Championship content coming your way on the channel this season. So corner kick then to Southampton at the moment. Pile out the box. Blue shirts in the centre. Manning to deliver left-footed. In swing up. Towards the back post it goes, and Watford do just about enough there to stop any potential threat. Instead, head out for another corner on the opposite side. Downs goes over to take it. In fact, it's Bree, sorry. It's because he's got his hair like that. The hairstyle looks similar. Here's Bree. Into the box it goes. Away by Pollock. He's been really good today. Probably be my man of the match for Watford, Pollock. Downs goes all the way back to Peretz. Down the right hand side it goes. Oh, brilliant bit of play between Azaz and Stevens. Azaz on the right. Into the box it goes. Away by Kevin. Easy clearance there. Azaz have brought a lot of energy and creativity to this Southampton side. Should be starting. Here's Downs again. Out to the left-hand side now. Southampton running out of time. But they're going to be persistent in their efforts to get something from this one. Stevens. Bree. Out to Adozi on the right. Got to take his man on here. Edge of the box. Bree. Finds Matsuki. Downs goes backwards again. It is frustrating to watch at times, this. Out to the left. Cienza. He's got Traore to beat. He does beat him, and away by Pollock again. He has been absolutely brilliant. Long ball forward there from Watford, and Vata giving chase to it, but Stevens does well and stays calm. Out to the left for Azaz, and there's a bit of space in the box. Cienza. He's at the byline. Got Traore to beat. Cienza gets a ball in. It's Pollock again. He has been brilliant. Ooh, late challenge there. Another yellow card for Watford. And it's Piero, the substitute, in the buck. Late challenge there on Finazaz. Yeah, didn't need to make that. Piero on a yellow. 3-1 yes or no? It's 2-1 at the moment, mate. So if you're asking if I think it'll end 3-1, probably not. More chance of 2-2, my friend. So Ryan Manning standing over this free kick for Southampton on the left-hand side. Difficult angle. Blue shirts waiting at the back post. Here we go. Manning, one arm in the air. Floated in towards the back post. Keeper drops it. Does get something on it though. Edge of the box. Adozi. Oh, really poor ball from Adozi there. Manning wins another free kick. Traore, the man that's fouled him there. Arsenal 1-0. Thank you very much for the update there. And this one in, a more central position than the last free kick they had just a few seconds ago. So more of a shooting position, this one. Ryan Manning and James Bree, the fullbacks, standing over this one for Southampton. Manning scored directly from a free kick on the opening day of the season last year against Wrexham. Also scored a free kick against Watford last season at Vicarage Road. Is it meant to be? Ryan Manning, opening day free kicks. He's got a wand of a left foot. And Southampton need a magician now to rescue a point. It is going to be Ryan Manning. Left hand side of the box. In a central position. Manning. Oh, just over the bar, but I tell you what. He's not far away. Just over the bar. Over the wall. Just couldn't get the dip on it in time. Very close though from Ryan Manning. So final 4 minutes for Watford to hang on to an incredible result this will be. Not many sides going into the season. You wouldn't presume many sides would get much against Southampton this season. But Watford look to be taking all 3 points off the Saints. Southampton will build again. Here's Downs on the right hand side. Finds Adozi. Straight back to Downs. Watford sitting deeper and deeper here. Holding on for the 3 points. Azaz. Matsuki now. Out to Ryan Manning on the left hand side. Lovely bit of skill. Manning. Ball into the box now. Adozi keeps it alive. Downs. And it's blocked in the box. Still alive here for Southampton. Manning to Cienza on the left. Cienza opens up. Finds Bree. Central position. Finds Adozi. Inside the Watford box. Adozi. Poor cross. Goes over everyone. Matsuki keeps it in play just about. Somehow. And Cienza finds Azaz now. How has that stayed in play? Azaz's pass is intercepted by Piero, but only momentarily. And that ball goes out of play for a goal kick to Watford. 4 minutes added. I'll go 6. I think there'll be quite a bit of stoppage time on this one. Let us know in the chat. Added on time bingo. How many minutes do you think added on at the end of the second half here? It was 4 at the end of the first half. Brereton Diaz being called back here along with Cameron Archer for the final moments of the match. Going for it here. I'd imagine he'd take off probably Matsuki and maybe one of the centre halves or Bree. Yeah, Burton Diaz definitely one of them. I think Archer's the other one. Zamura for the throw-in. Down the line it goes for Watford. Not much attacking contest there for Watford though, and let Southampton have it at the back. Here's Stevens. Final 2 minutes and 90 left to play here at Vicarage Road. What an incredible this result. This result would be an incredible result, of course, for Watford on the opening day. Got my words really mixed up there. What happened there? 70% possession, Southampton. Only 3 shots on target though. Manning. Into the box it goes for Mubama. Equal to it was Kevin. Stayed with him all the way. But Manning, fantastic pass across. Corner kick, Southampton yet again. And Brereton Diaz coming on here for Matsuki. Matsuki off. Brereton Diaz on. Only one change. And I think that's the third window they've made it in. So I think that's then done now. With changes. Southampton are desperate for a result here on the opening day. Manning for the corner. Outswinger. And it goes. Away by Doumbia. He's been brilliant. They've all been brilliant, to be fair. Ball goes out of play. Amir, please don't spam in the chat, pal. And also don't spoil the score. Even if it has or hasn't happened, there's no need to put the score in. I'm watching it as well, pal. Here's Howard Bellis. Out to the left-hand side. Manning. To Azaz in the box. Azaz goes over. So I don't want a pen, but it's a really soft shout. Into the 90th minute we go then. How many more minutes will we get added on? Let's wait and see. I think there'll be about 6. 5. 5 added on at the end of the second half. 5 more minutes for Watford to hang on. 5 more minutes for Southampton to try and rescue a result from this game. And they're asking the ball boy to move for Ryan Manning to have a bit of a run up here. Ryan Manning wants to take the throw in, but the ball boy is in the way. But the Watford fans are saying to the ball boy to stay there. How we've missed all this entertainment. Manning finds Azaz now. Ball into the box and away by Pollock. Kayembe now skips away. Watford on the counter on the left-hand side. Vatter. It's 4-on-4. Vatter on the left-hand side slows down now. And all blue shirts able to get back. Still delivers a good ball. And away by Stevens. Only 4 minutes of the added 5 left to play now. Here is Azaz. Long ball searching for Mubama. Pollock does really well. Shields it to his keeper. It's looking like it might be Watford's day on the opening day. It wasn't last year. They lost to Charlton. But maybe this year could be a special year for Watford potentially. We'll have to wait and see. Way too early to be thinking about promotion or anything like that. But it's definitely a good start. And all you can do is take it game by game. I think it says it is. I do as well now. I think Watford are just dealing with every threat. Yeah, Watford dealing with every threat at the back. And Southampton just aren't changing their approach at all. You know, it's very predictable what they're doing. Yeah, Matt Pollock, man of the match. I did say it. You know, he's been absolutely brilliant at the back. Definitely worthy of the man of the match awards today as well. Stevens shields the ball out of play. Goal kick for Southampton. Imran loser. Watching on here. He's asked to leave the club. Will he be changing his mind after seeing this result on the opening day? It's a tough one though, because the fans won't accept him back after asking to leave. In the box, Stevens! Oh, it's wide. He had to score. How on earth has he missed that? And it was Harwood Bellis, sorry, not Stevens. The ball just landed at his feet. Ball in from Manning. The first ball all game, both the Watford defenders, Kevin and Pollock, miss. It drops to Harwood Bellis. He takes a touch. And he's got the whole goal to aim at. And he drags it wide. That was their golden opportunity. Oh my word, what a miss. That's probably miss of the season already. Wow. What an opportunity that was for Southampton. Watford will go on and win this one now. That was their chance. I cannot believe what we've just seen. He had all the time in the world, it seemed. He just sort of landed at his feet. Absolutely incredible. 55 votes as well. Wow, thanks everyone for joining in today with a stream. We're live straight away after. Still another chance. It's in the box for Southampton, and Watford head it behind for a Southampton corner. They're hanging on by the skin of their teeth now. Corner Southampton. This will be the last chance. The keeper's up. Peretz is up. Southampton haven't had any joy from corners today. But all it takes is one moment. Corner, Southampton. In swinger, towards the back post. Keeper gets a glove to it. It's going to go for a corner on the opposite side now. Still some time to take it. The keeper stays up. Bree to take. This has got to be it. It's got to be now or never for Southampton. On the opening day, and it goes away. Back in it goes. Out for another corner. Referee's allowing it to be played. My word, what an end to the game this is. This is why we love the Championship. Watford fans want the whistle. Southampton fans want this game to keep on going. Corner by Manning. In it goes towards the back post. Keeper gets his glove on it. And that's it. Full time. Watford 2. Southampton 1. What a statement victory that is. First league game in charge for new Watford manager Eliseo Dionisi. And he gets 3 points in his first game. Could Watford do what Hull did last season? They come in with an unknown manager. Everyone tipped them for relegation or a bottom half finish going into the campaign. And they go up through the playoffs. Could Watford be the Hull of this season? Potentially. It's early doors yet. But what a result on the opening day. No one would have expected that going into today. 2-1 win for Watford. Fantastic. Goals early on from Bravo and Nabizada, who both look incredible. Laring got one back for Southampton. You thought at that point Southampton were destined to get something from the game. They had a golden opportunity right at the end from Taylor Harwood-Bellis from 6 yards out, maybe 8 yards out. Missed the entire target. And Watford get 3 points on the opening day. And at the moment, Watford now 8th in the table. For Southampton, still rooted to the bottom. Minus 4 points still. They'll have to wait till Stoke game next weekend to improve on that. But what a result for Watford. Incredible on the opening day there in London. Thank you very much for watching. And I'm going to quickly go set up the next stream. Burnley West Ham. We're live in 25 minutes. So I best go hurry up and set that stream up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in 25 minutes. Brilliant result for Watford on the opening day, but Southampton lose on this opening day. Thanks for watching. Take care, stay safe, and goodbye. Before we leave, incredible comment there from Mickey. Seems football without cheating isn't so easy after all. Great comment. I'll see you in 25 minutes, guys. Take care, stay safe, goodbye.